you're looking for a gaming PC and your budget is around $1,000 or under, then this video is going to give you your best bang for your buck pre-built gaming PC options. We've spent thousands of hours benchmarking and reviewing many gaming PCs for you this year, so we've got some very helpful personal insight that's going to help you decide which one's right for you. We're going to share our likes and dislikes for each, and most importantly, their performance capabilities. I'm also going to share my recommendations for gaming mice, keyboards, headphones, and gaming monitors. The latest deals are always changing, so you want to bookmark this video because my top PCs list will be updated every few days as well. They'll be tagged directly on this video and linked in the comments and description. Also, for those of you watching on your TV, at any moment in this video, just click the up button on your remote and select that shop button. Clicking on any of those will pull up a QR code, scan that with your phone, and it'll take you to my full list of products from this video. This will ensure that you're getting the right PCs on my list, as there are many different versions of these computers. Or just scan the QR codes that'll be next to each computer in this video. Those will bring you to this video on your phone where you can purchase these exact products. I've also done full-length video reviews for some of these products that I mentioned, so I'll be linking you to those as well. By the way, for those of you that regularly watch this channel, sorry that I'm gonna have to talk pretty softly for this video. The doctor found a growth on one of my vocal cords that's affecting my speech. These are my picks for the best gaming PCs $1,000 and under. First up on my list, this MXZ gaming PC with a Ryzen 5 5600G CPU and integrated AMD Radeon Vega 7 graphics. $480 is an insane deal. And what's a bit crazy is that this is less expensive than actually building this PC yourself. This PC will be the bare bones to just get you by though. Yeah, it will game, but you're only going to get maybe 30 to 50 FPS on most games at the lowest graphic settings. So it won't look pretty, but it'll run. Games like Minecraft and Roblox will run smooth on it though. But an Xbox Series X or PlayStation 5 will look better than this graphically. I know they're the exact same price as this PC, but there is a lot more that you can use this PC for. You can actually upgrade every part of the PC once you actually can afford it. There's a lot more peripherals that you can use with a PC, and there's a lot more graphic settings that you can tweak to your liking, depending on if you prefer better resolution, better textures, lighting, or ray tracing, or just want more frames per second for the ultimate smoothness. And most importantly, PC has a much larger gaming library. Anyway, once you're able to afford a dedicated GPU versus the integrated one that this computer comes with, there is an available PCIe slot for you to add that in later. Another disadvantage to this build is that it only has a 500GB SSD, which will actually fill up pretty quick. But overall, a pretty great value for those of you just getting started without that much money. Next up on my list, the Ipeson gaming desktop with the Ryzen 5 5600 GT and also with integrated Vega 7 graphics. This one is just $10 more than the last one that I just showed you, but it has a newer CPU that's just barely faster. But it also has double the storage at 1TB versus the last one at 500GB, and a 550 watt PSU versus that 450. 550 watts would give you enough power for a 4070 GPU versus maybe a 4060 with that MXZ. It basically kind of makes that first one obsolete because it was just barely more expensive for how much extra you get. The only reason I left it on this list was because it was still technically the cheapest, and some of you may prefer that style more. Next, we've got a Thermaltake PC. My most recent full review was a Thermaltake pre-built, and I really like that one. That's a very expensive one for the top tier category though. This one is a Thermaltake LCGS Quartz i350 with a 12th gen i5 CPU and NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3050 GPU. And it's got 16GB of RGB DDR4 RAM. Design wise, I think this one looks a lot more stylish and clean than the first two. With this CPU and GPU combo, you're going to get 2 to 3 times more FPS than the first two. And you'll also be able to bump up those game settings for better graphics. Thermaltake is also a much more established and quality brand than the first two, but it's also $250 more at $750. But yeah, again with this one too, adding up all the parts to build it yourself, it's actually going to cost you more than just getting it already pre-built for you. This next one doesn't have extended holiday returns, just the standard 30-day, but for only $30 more than the last one at $780, you get a much faster RTX 3060 GPU. Technically technically a slower CPU in this one, so it won't be as tuned for creative work if you're an editor, but what it lacks in 3D rendering and editing, it makes up for in increased gaming performance. You get about 20 to 30% more FPS in this one than the last one. I also don't think that I've ever seen a budget PC on this site with that many reviews and still 4.8 stars. And still, with this PC, it's cheaper to have it pre-built for you than building it yourself, even if you chose all of the cheapest options. And for a little over $100 more than that, you can get about 20% more performance with this HP Omen 25L at $900. This one steps it up quite a bit with a better CPU, the i5-14400F, a better GPU, the 4060, and faster DDR5 RAM at 5200 MHz, and actually double the amount of RAM too with 32 gigabytes, which is a little overkill for games, but very helpful if you're a creator or just like to keep 1,000 Chrome tabs open. I also did a full review of this PC if you want to check it out. It's not the exact same specs as the one that I'm recommending right now, but it's pretty close. And overall, I was pretty pleased with that pre-built. I have reviewed a gaming PC with the exact same specs as this Omen 25L, and this chart shows that it did pretty well with these games that I tested at the highest graphic presets at 1080p, 1440p, and 4K. Those are some pretty solid FPS for a gaming PC this inexpensive, even at 1440p, just minus the insane graphics settings of Cyberpunk. Still not really a 4K machine unless you really crank those graphics settings down to the lowest presets. And at $1,000, you step up again even higher with about 20% greater performance with this Thermaltake LCGS Vista, equipped with an Intel i7 CPU, also with a 4060 GPU. It also includes an RGB gaming keyboard and mouse, and it definitely has the most premium looking design of them all. You also get twice the high-speed storage of the rest with a 2TB SSD. And yet again with this one as well, still more expensive to buy all the parts separately and waste your valuable time building it yourself. This next one I know is a little over budget, but if you can squeeze just a little bit more at $1,230, then I would get this ABS Cyclone Aqua. It actually has a less powerful CPU, but a much more powerful GPU. This PC will be about 25% faster than that last one. It's also got double the RAM at 32 gigabytes, and at 6,000 megahertz, it's about 7% faster there too. Because the 4070 GPU is a much more expensive upgrade, the amount extra to build this yourself is actually only $30 this time. Also keep in mind that the exact parts that I chose in these lists, they're actually the cheapest options. Most likely some of these parts in these pre-builts will be higher quality than those. And for just a little over $100 more than that one at $1,350, you're looking at about a 15 to 20% better performance than that one. This Skytech Shiva also has a 14th gen Intel i5, but now with a 4070 Super GPU. I've actually reviewed a lot of Skytech gaming PCs, and that's mainly because people keep asking me to review them, and because I've had a pretty great personal experience with them and know that they're a pretty solid brand. They've also consistently had some of the highest price to performance ratios out of any other brand. I added up all the parts to DIY this PC, and it was actually the exact same price. But again, besides the time saved, another benefit of buying a pre-built is that if something goes wrong, you don't have to troubleshoot which component isn't working properly. Your pre-built warranty covers the computer as a whole, so if something isn't working properly, it's their responsibility to figure it out or send a whole new replacement. For gaming keyboards, if you want the best bang for your buck cheapest option that isn't horrible quality, I'd go with this SteelSeries Apex 3 for about $45. But if you want a serious high quality keyboard, go with the SteelSeries Apex 5. This one is a mechanical gaming keyboard that has a much more satisfying and tactile clickiness, which many gamers actually say makes them play better and makes movements, pickups, and attacks feel much more precise and accurate. It's also made out of longer lasting and high quality materials. For the best bang for your buck gaming mouse option, I would go with this Logitech 305 Lightspeed wireless gaming mouse. And for serious gamers, get the Logitech 502 Lightspeed wireless gaming mouse. This one is awesome. And if you really want everything to match and have it the same brand, then I'd get the Logitech G512 carbon mechanical gaming keyboard. And for gaming headphones, I would get these Logitech Pro X gaming headphones if on a budget, but the X2s if you want the best gaming audio experience. Now for gaming monitors, the one that I have and actually use every day is the LG UltraGear 32-inch OLED. But OLED is really expensive. This one is just as much as that $1,000 computer that you just bought. I've also done a full review on that one if you want to check it out. So for most of you, you're going to want this non-OLED LG UltraGear 27-inch with 1920 by 1080p resolution for $150. And for those that want bigger and higher resolution and can actually afford it after all of these other accessories, you're going to want this LG 32-inch UltraGear with 1440p resolution and HDR10, which gives it much better contrast, color, and brightness. Remember, if you do decide to purchase any of the computers offers that I mentioned, then please remember to do so using my View Products tag directly on this video, or with one of my QR codes on this video, or affiliate links in the comments and description below, as I get a small commission at no cost to you for every single purchase made. And it's actually a major factor in keeping this channel going and getting better and better for you. If you're a little underwhelmed with the gaming PCs at this level and think you might be able to step it up to the next level, then check out my best gaming PCs under $2,000 video. You can also check out my playlist with all of my full gaming PC reviews, or check out my best gaming PCs of 2024 review, which is currently the most viewed video in the world for that search term. Also make sure to like, comment, and subscribe with notifications turned on to stay up to date with all of my latest tech and gaming PCs. Thanks for watching. God bless.